yeah, I just remember something.
Mm-hmm.
They were promoting this one, what's it called, apa nama, system shot recently of a AI picture of Shodan, which if you hear all this stuff like, oh god, that's, oh no. An evil AI, and you decides to make her design by an AI software, like, oh,
The irony.
the irony. Yes. Like, excuse me, huh? Hello?
So they asked an AI to design an AI.
Yeah. It looks terrible as well. Like, oh no, that's a bad. Come on, please. We need a win from the immersive team, but the immersive sim guys are not making it easy for them.
Shooting themselves in the foot. I mean, in immersive sim you can see the feet, and then they decide to pull a gun on that.
I mean, I guess it's immersive. You are handing keys to an AI that doesn't know what to do.
And then suddenly figure out that the optimal way to play the game is to annihilate humanity.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's like the programmer's joke. You give an AI an objective. Okay, make the perfect code. The perfect code is no code, so delete everything.
Yes.
What's the line with the war games? The best move is not to play.
Yes.
Man, if only there is a game that reminds you the horrible nature of AI. I forgot I played Horizon. No wonder I keep thinking about it. Yeah, that game is about warning about the dangers of Boston Dynamics. Don't give them tools to grow their robo army. Depends lah.
If only there's a movie series where it shows us the danger of an all-encompassing military AI.
Yeah, maybe a movie is better, kan? Yeah.
Movie trilogies.
Especially if it has like a very well-named Hollywood actor that plays the starring role, that is the human-like killing machine, kan? Call him the Governator or something.
Yeah.
Man, these tech bros never learn, man.
Tech bros see movie and say, let's make it real. Hold on a
this
sec.
looks cool. This looks cool. Let's make it real.
Yo, cool robots. Oh, it's like that joke about people
about
watching Gundam. Yep.
Yeah. Wow, cool robots. War crime went over the head.
The problem of colonialism, yeah, all of them.
Robot cool. No, robot cool.
Robot cool, yeah.
Child soldiers, I guess that's the reason.
Yeah, child soldiers.
No, robot cool.
Illegal human enhancement, human experimentation, yeah. Ignore all that. Cool robots.
Cool robots. Oh god. You just remind me how much Armored Core is sort of Gunpla already. Gunpla Gundam already. Oh. Yep. It all flows back, and I guess that's the starting point of the show. Welcome to dia.log, the Gamer Matters podcast.
Welcome. Episode
134.
4.
Recorded on the 5th of May 2023. May the 5th be what? No, that doesn't work. We were too late.
One day late.
Don't worry. I won't force more jokes. We will talk about the force later anyways. Let's start strong. Introducing the panel. We have Danial over there.
Whoa.
The other side is Anan.
It's fresh from the limited time event Ramadan.
We survive. And I am Amirul Macronos Ashraf or Meck. And yes, no Meck talk other than yes, there was Armored Core news. Hold on to your butts, it's coming. Armored Core is coming. But we are in May, which means this is the sort of the calm before the summer heat appears.
Yes, the Summer Games Fest, totally not E3.
Totally not E3.
Not.
Totally.
Mm-mm.
Oh my
The
God.
Summer Game Fest that totally has not subsumed E3 2023. Yep,
Yes,
yep, it's coming.
definitely not E3.
Definitely not. What does the 3E stands for? Triple E? Nah. But yeah,
Everyone.
the month of May, other than seeing cars going around for what 350 laps, there are video games somehow that have been released around this time, and we have played them. Big games. Ah, yeah, big games. Of various quality, let's say.
Yeah.
Hmm. It's been a moment in video games recently. If you open the drift that is twitter.com, there is a lot of reactions regarding the state of video gaming that is 2023. But you know what? I'm still hopeful. The games are still somewhat good.
Yeah. There's only two bad games so far, which I'm surprised. That's two more than I expected it to be.
I mean, the big clunkers are big clunkers, but most of them that are expected to be not good are just bland, which is fine.
And then some of them actually excel what they wanted. So yeah, good for you.
See the power of expectations. So let's go around and see who wants to throw their hat first, because we all are bringing a video game to this show and tell episode of the podcast.
Yeah, I think I can go first. I mean, it's going just to be brief.
Oh dang, the brief
Yeah.
statement.
Brief statement. 20
1
minutes
hour.
later.
The brief statement 20 minutes later.
I promise it's gonna be like less than 15 minutes. Anyway, so yeah, Warframe has been around since 2012. So yeah, it's like the 10th year, 10th, 11th year.
11, yeah, it should be 11 years.
Officially, it's 2013. Yeah,
Yeah,
2012
10.
it's the pre beta.
I
And
guess
then the 2013 is the like start open beta something. Yeah.
yeah, I think this year they celebrate 10-year anniversary.
Yeah, this year they celebrate 10 years. And with the 10 years anniversary comes a new expansion to Warframe called the Duviri Paradox. Ooh. What is this paradox? Okay, I mean, it has been teased in Enocon like a couple of years ago. So yeah. So what is Duviri Paradox? Okay, essentially it's a tutorial 2.0 for Warframe.
After all these years, they've been
After
teasing.
All these years, yeah.
Hey, it's not too late, okay?
Like
too late.
there were like a few years ago when I was deep in the Warframe, keeping up with the news, and they keep teasing, oh, we're working on a tutorial 2.0, we're working on onboarding experience, yada yada yada.
It's been the same promise for the last 10 years. I can assure you that. But yeah, but they actually deliver this time with the Very Paradox when it comes to new player onboarding. Because, okay, from the beginning, there's no tutorial in a sense. So you have to, basically the wiki is your friend. Even the developers acknowledge, okay, you have to open your wiki. You just go to the wiki site.
All right, everyone, those starting up, can you turn your page to page 105 of the wiki so that you can play this mode? All right, thank you.
Thank you. And then they expanded. Yeah, they expanded the tutorial, like the new player experience with some quests like Vor's Prize, and then there's the like I forgot the name, like newly awakened something tutorial, but it's mostly on the very basics like movement, shooting and stuff. So the very paradox brings to the table tutorial in a sense of it's not just okay how you play the game, okay, your movement, your shooting and stuff, but also different game modes. So okay, this thing's called survival, this thing called this and that. So and capsule within a very interesting story of you a drifter trapped in a world and you die and you reborn again. Basically a souls like.
I was about to say, hold on.
Where have I heard this before?
Is the image
Where?
of a floating horse-like creature intentional?
Yeah.
An intentional
Intention.
reference. I've
Yeah.
seen that in the official screenshot. Like, okay.
You can ride a horse. You'll die and revive. Start a new day. And it's not just something like a soul like, it's also a roguelike. As in you die, you start a new cycle, and there's a different modifier. Different modifier for your cycle. And then as you play along for that specific cycle, you'll gain like buffs and abilities that will disappear when you die, and but you still collect some currencies that you can upgrade like permanently. So yeah, also like also roguelike.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
different stuff.
This
Yeah.
when they reveal this thing, it looks very experimental, and I guess even on release, it's still kind of experimental. Looking at what you said, all these different mechanics working in play, and that's interesting.
Yeah, it's very clear that the Veil Paradox is an experimental test bed and also a flexing, let's say, a flex platform for DE, Digital Extremes, so that they can show what they can do now, what their tech and their programmers and their team, what can they do now when it comes to storytelling, art style, sound tech, and ideas and writing in general. It's not just game development, but also creative writing. So good. Especially the music. Oh man. I mean, Warframe's music has been good since I think their breakthrough were from Fortuna, the Fortuna update. They really amped up when it comes to music. Yeah, when it comes to like theme songs. Now it's just really good. It's next level.
Oh man, that Workerheim is still an earworm whenever I hear it.
We are raised
Together. Yeah, Warframe's music is still top notch.
Still top notch. And also, as I said before, it's a test bed, and I honestly believe this is also serves as a preview for their next game, Soulframe. Because from the preview, Soulframe will be a melee focused game, and with that, the Very Paradox also included some new melee mechanics. So, it's like you playing Dark Souls or Elden Ring. You can lock onto enemies and then parry and like basically a more enhanced melee combat rather than just slashing and making combos. It's a more fleshed out melee combat in the Very Paradox.
Not just mashing E over and over, right?
Nope.
Uh-huh.
There are thought, as in you have to react, you have to strategize, you have to dodge. Oh yeah, there's dodge mechanics too. I forgot.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you can dodge, and you can interrupt enemy attacks by shooting. As in, you have bloodborne gun parry, and you have
Bloodborne gun parry, TM.
yes. I mean, not full parry, but as in you animation cancel more or less. Yeah, different things. If you are a long time Warframe player that hasn't played for quite some time like me, yeah, it's a good uh, return point of return if you want to. Oh, I want to try Warframe again. So yeah, jump in. Start the Very Paradox.
Yeah, welcome back.
You're all welcome. Every one of you welcome.
I wonder if when I log in, there's suddenly a 20% bonus discount on Warframe.com store.
If you haven't logged in for like, I don't know, a month or two, they give you at least 50%. I can guarantee that.
How long did I forgot to log in? Probably 1 year. At this point, I just log in to donate the money and then move on.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay. I last time I checked, I had spent at least 100 hours, so they can get a few dollary dues from me anytime.
Yeah.
I've got more than a fair share of my enjoyment out of the experience, including the grinding, which may or may not be as enjoyable, but
it's probably less enjoyable now with the. I mean, it's a feature creep basically. As in, okay, we need to add more mechanics, more features, more currency, more resources. You have to grind. I swear to God, I'm gonna go crazy if I try to grind this game again, Warframe. This is not gonna be like second, I don't know, another lifestyle game for me. There's too many things to learn.
Yeah,
like oh yeah, this game mode you have to do this, do that. Okay, this currency. Oh, you want that cool gun? Oh yeah, by the way, you have to spend like, I don't know, 100 hours to mastery and get this weapon and stuff. Like, they have to get this resource. Oh yeah, by the way, the drop chance like 1%. And even then, it's specific time you can only get in this open world only on the day time, which is 6 hour cycle. Like, what?
What?
What you want, mate?
And all the stuff that are available on open world, and there are at least 2 open worlds that I remember, not counting the very paradoxes one. And yeah, I go there. I don't know what to do. Oh yeah, found a lake. Just fishing lah. And then I stuck an hour or so just fishing for no reason because that's the only thing I know what to do. There's so many things to do in Warframe.
There's so many things.
That's why you need a wiki.
Which can be good and bad thing. If you are a young and spry gamer who wishes to enhance their life experience, go play Warframe. But for us, like the old man, the veterans, the senior ones, dah tua-tua ni, tak boleh lah.
I just want to jump in, get the cool stuff and jump out.
Yeah, I just want to shoot stuff.
What is all this weird mechanic hullabaloo? Like, ooh.
What are these weird cards for mods and upgrades? Riven mods? What is that?
Oh my god. Oh. Hey Daniel, remember that one time we jumped into Destiny together recently?
Yeah.
We were talking about all these weird mechanics about Destiny, and then we have one person, a mutual friend, tag along, and he's just like, what the hell are you guys talking about? All the mechanics. I just want to get cool stuff.
Yep.
I just want the shiny gun.
I just want
the shiny armor.
And to be fair, the last time I logged Destiny 2 is just to get that shiny armor and then peace out.
Yeah, but back to the main point. Honestly, Duviri Paradox is a good expansion. Specifically when it comes to the lore, I mean, it's not really tied to, and also the newcomers experience. It's really good. Like, now they deliver. So good job, DE. But yeah, I haven't played through all of it. As in, I only played a couple hours. But yeah, it seems okay to me. Seems good to me.
Okay, that's cool. Oh, so I guess the next TennoCon they're gonna tease something new, right? Because what else that are in the backlog of? We promised to release this update or this thing that haven't released yet. Like last year was the big one, was they revealed Soulframe, right?
Yeah, Soulframe.
I guess this year.
I think they can reveal more on Soulframe. Maybe. Because I'll be honest, I don't think there's any bigger pipeline for Warframe. I don't know. I mean, they can just throw anything at the wall.
Yep.
Disappointing. I mean, it looks cool, but in the end, it's like, And then Duviri is like okay, it's a winner. Duviri is a winner. I don't know what is they're going to expand.
Yeah, I'm
Just
thinking
like
about stuff. Yeah, what can they do? Mostly they have done the weird genre things, even as a joke. Fighting game they've done, rhythm game they've done. So what else?
They have Flappy Bird clone.
Hmm.
Yes.
They have skateboard, technically hoverboards, and what
Yeah.
else?
Yeah.
Proper
Yeah.
racing. They've gone to space. They have added spaceships. So what else? They
Yeah.
haven't added fishing. Okay lah, farming lah. Farming they have. No,
Fishing,
farming is
farming.
technically the game.
Wait, technically that's the game, farming.
I mean the botanical
That's
kind
the
of
game.
garden farming. But still, yeah, they've done so many things.
Don't give them any ideas of farming, man.
Okay lah. Maybe the botanical can sit in the soul frame, maybe lah. Because Warframe has so many things.
If they're going to go to the deep end, maybe I don't know. They have the corpus faction, right? So maybe I don't know.
Oh no.
Strategy, strategy, economic strategy game.
Oh no. Okay, you mentioned economy. I thought you just gonna say stock trading, because that's gonna go wild.
Yeah, stock trading. Oh yeah. Shit, I forgot it. Not Elite Dangerous. EVE Online.
Go that level, invest. Buy. You know the part where they what's the place called where you go by the void queues or something? I forgot the name.
Yeah.
But the place where Baroketier or something.
Baroketier, yeah.
Yeah, where everyone is haggling around trading stuff, man. Okay, how about put a stock exchange there and that place becomes Wall Street in space? And let's see space capitalism goes. How
and players' action will affect the economy, stock prices.
Exactly. Okay, so
you pledge allegiance to a specific faction, and you do missions for that faction, so you gain, how does it is good points and bad points, and it affects the stock prices. So, oh man,
imagine
numbers go up.
We're getting what?
Baby.
r/Wall Street Wall Street Journal, Wall Street Boys or whatever, the meme stock traders. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get that version for Warframe. Look at them coordinated attacks. Like, okay, today all of us gonna have equip Mesa, equip this loadout. We're gonna grind this thing so that we're gonna tank this specific stock down, and then we buy.
Barobets.
Yes, Wall Street bets. Barobets r/Barobets. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, with the history of DE putting all different kinds of game mechanics and genres, it's not far fetched. I mean, they already put Soulslike and roguelike and skate and Flappy Birds, FGC.
The sky is not a limit anymore. Whatever lah, Warframe can be whatever.
Because space is infinite.
Yeah, so that's Warframe. I guess from
DE just pays royalty for barobets.
Oh no.
So I guess from infinite space to a galaxy far away, I guess, to make the space connection. Let's talk about the Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
That name will never catch on. Star Wars, nah, that name will never catch on.
Yeah, never. So, let me preface this. Do you guys have ever played Jedi Fallen Order?
No.
I got to the point of lawan the first sister. That's about it.
Okay. I have not played Jedi Fallen Order. But suddenly when the opportunity comes knocking and nobody seems to hit the call, I guess sure, I take it. I'll go. I went and played Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I have expected the whole bit about the early comparison of Jedi Fallen Order being, oh, this is like God of War with Souls like elements. Then do you feel that way when you played Fallen Order?
I want to say that, tapi it's more akin to I want to say Neo ataupun SS. More specifically, not Neo as in Divinity, like more to Stage of Paradise. If you catch my drift, yeah.
Yep. A Teen Ninja style again. Yeah.
Yeah, Ninja style, yes.
Okay. Cool. Okay, I expected that when I went into Jedi Survivor. I didn't expect it to come out and say, yo, why is this game playing like Ratchet and Clank? It doesn't play like God of War, it plays like Ratchet and Clank. I am not kidding you. It plays. Oh man. Okay, here's the thing. I think Fallen Order does not get this comparison because Survivor has significantly increased the platforming capabilities our hero Jedi Cal Kestis. I believe in Fallen Order, the game ends with you having a double jump as an unlock. You start with a double jump. Okay, cool. Halfway through the game, you get a double jump and an air dash. Jump, dash. That is already like a true bread and butter platformer thing to do, to have like 3 button presses to go around. And you know, the platforming bits are interesting because at first I thought there's one trick that I thought was like, this is surely a bug, but no, it's a feature. You know those kinds of it's like a wall thing, and then you see scratches, right? So you expected to either like from other games, video game logic, kan? You expected to like come from a higher angle and then land to that scratching wall, so that you soften the landing. So basically, in Star Wars Jedi, you basically throw the lightsaber, zoom, and then just like smash into the wall and then just slowly drop down. Okay, that's the thing. But I did not expect that that's you can also traverse and climb that wall. And you know how you climb that wall? By double jumping and then jump to the wall again. And then double jumping, you're getting higher. Jump to that wall again. Double jumping, jump to that wall again, and then you climb up. It feels like a bug. It feels like this is not the expected thing to do. But no. This is just Jedi things. You just Jedi flip onto the platform. It is weird. I like it though. And the other thing is how so many of the upgrades feels like, some people call it a Metroidvania kind of upgrade because of, let's say the air dash kan. The air dash is used specifically to go through a very specific barrier, a green tinted barrier. So you have already encountered this green tinted barrier before, and the game just says, oh, I cannot pass this yet. Okay. Now you get to pass that green barrier once you get the air dash. But it doesn't feel like backtracking is you say, it's not part of the story. You are not supposed to like uh there are parts of the game that doesn't feel like, okay, you went this place before, specifically at that particular location, and now you go through that barrier that you cannot go before. Most of the time you do see like it's an optional thing, or oh no, this part is, you will unlock it later. It doesn't feel like backtracking, even though you do go back to the same planet over and over. So it doesn't feel like Metroidvania, but that design feels very reminiscent to the old Insomniac games, the Ratchet and Clank games. The only thing missing is dedicated puzzle sections where you control BD1 directly. If you get to control your robot companion and do puzzles, that's basically that Ratchet and Clank already.
That's the Clank sections, yeah.
You do get to solve puzzles by using BD1's ability. There is like interesting puzzle sections where BD1 will like spew things or whatever to solve puzzles. the puzzle bits are interesting because I thought this is like a very simple puzzle thing that you can do, but it feels like it doesn't make you think out of the box, but the box is actually bigger than you expect. Like, oh, I completed this segment that is basically the thing that you have to do to progress the story. But hey, yo, look at that. There's a shiny thing there. I wonder how do I get that? And there are. It's an elaborate thing, but I feel like I'm the smartest person in that room. Well, there's only one person in that room when I'm playing it. So I was the smartest person in that room when I figured out that, oh, you need to do this complicated set of moves to solve it. Huh. That's interesting. But yeah, my takeaway of Jedi Survivor is the combat I will talk about a bit. But my takeaway, why I like Jedi Survivor so much, is that they nailed that bit of the old games during the 2000s where there is a lot of like exploration, there's a lot of puzzle solving, there's a lot of places where you can go, ooh, I wonder what's there, ooh, what's this thing, and you will be rewarded with by doing specific things, and by that specific things it's not just like, oh, clear that post like your usual open world games. Nah. Okay, after going there, okay, let's talk about the combat. It is okay, this you know how the conversations about souls like, right? It can get
Yeah.
the vitriol can get toxic, especially whenever say souls likes difficulty. Oh boy. So many opinions. Yet I am surprised, I'm kind of baffled actually, that whenever people talk about souls likes and difficulty, there's not enough mention of the Star Wars Jedi games. Because what I've played of Star Wars Jedi Survivor, kan, it is 100% all of the souls like elements you expect to see are there. Labyrinth levels that just loop around and then suddenly, ooh, shortcut unlock. Check. A bonfire mechanism that saves as a checkpoint place, and if you die, you're gonna respawn there. Check. You will drop your XP if you die, and you have to go grab that. Or
What?
if you check,
Yeah.
if you die, okay, I've mentioned if you die, you're gonna check. What else? What's other souls like? The lock-on system, the controls are very reminiscent to Neo, Stranger of Paradise, and World of Fallen Dynasty. It is basically a Team Ninja style souls likes in terms of combat. There is a block meter, aka posture. The animations, although very fast, some of them have recovery animations, so you just cannot hammer the buttons, or you cannot. There is no stamina button, stamina meter, but you still have to be mindful of the animations, so you don't overcommit yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? The heal button is on the D-pad, and you have limited heals, and you only refresh the amount of heals you can have if you rest. And when you rest at a bonfire equivalent, and when you rest on the bonfire equivalent, enemies will respawn. The game will say enemies have respawned.
Oh no.
If you die, it doesn't say you died, it says respawn. So you remember who makes this game. Who owns you? Respawn, baby. It's Respawn Entertainment. They have to put the name there. They are allowed to do that joke. You die. It doesn't say you die. Go up. Respawn. But that naming kan is also, after all this while, I haven't mentioned anything about the game being difficult. It can be punishing, but the game starts out with a difficulty slider. Basically, options lah. Jedi Knight, Jedi Master is the harder one, and then the easier one is story mode. You can change it anytime you want. And throughout my playthrough, there was only 2 boss encounters where I feel like, yo, this feels like a Wolong moment, or this feels like a Dark Souls moment. where you just die repeatedly. But unlike those games, go to options menu, go to story mode, difficulty, cheese the game, and then put back to your normal difficulty of choice after that. Problem solved. Huh. So yeah, the two encounters, without spoiling anything, I will just say that one of the boss will make sense why they are that strong. If you are a Star Wars fan in general, one of them will make sense if you have played Fallen Order, and you will understand why they are that strong. So yeah, I think people who play that game know what to expect. They already know the bosses. So yeah, this is a very good example of a Souls-like game that is not tied to difficulty. This game says you want an experience however you want to go. Interesting. It's interesting because everything else is intact. I thought like maybe the response is different, and it's the same. Maybe the
it's like a reskin Souls game, but with a proper difficulty system.
Like
Okay, that's weird.
response is okay. So now that this we have established this, so I now I feel weird. Okay, if From Software says they want to have their experience, their all players who play their Souls-like games to not have a normal difficulty slider, but you have to figure out how to cheese the game to make it easier, by all means. But for other developers, there is a way to make a Souls-like game that is not following From Software's vision of a Souls-like, and it's still I feel like it hasn't compromised anything at all. You can still make a Souls-like without difficulty. You can make it without being punishing. So yeah, that's open a new perspective.
Yeah. I mean, being Souls-like does not mean you have to, get good for the sake of get good. I mean, okay, to be fair to FromSoft, that's their vision, as in, okay, we make things difficult. You can cheese all you want, doesn't matter. But this is our vision. But not necessarily means that, okay, all our developers, you have to follow this specific blueprint.
Yeah, it's like that when is a maturity. It feels like the genre is maturing, that we figure out like, oh, maybe we can take this element but not this element. So people are finally like that stupid graph,
Stupid graph.
FO, fuck around, find out. So now people are like figuring out, can we do this? But so far, I don't feel like Jedi Survivor has taken any criticism because it's not hard enough. You can make it hard. There is a harder difficulty, and if you play New Game Plus, there's a very specific perk that makes everything hit harder. So you can basically get one shot. There is a Cal Kestis must die mode, essentially. It's not called like that, but you can make it like that.
Kestis must die.
So yeah, that's the source like poignant. The combat is fun. Even though I don't really follow much about the Star Wars lore these days, but I do find the fantasy of being a Jedi rather fascinating. Stormtroopers are terrible at aiming. Breaking news. So you know how they make Jedi very powerful? Not only that, you auto block those blaster shots. If you just like, oh, you are heading the same direction, hell, we just like twirl the lightsaber, ooh, normal blocking. Tak ada hal. You don't even press a button. But if you like time the block correctly, instant death.
Oof.
Stormtroopers are the cannon fodder, and it is law accurate. And they are basically that they can be just one-shotted. Sometimes their shot can hit you, of course, and they will like, oh yeah, got one. They will be very happy to get one shot in, and then die. And the lightsaber moves are fascinating. One thing the I didn't expect lightsaber customization to be that fun, but it is. You can customize the weird hilts. You can even the color of the light. So and then weirdly enough, the material of the lightsaber can also be customized. You want to put leather in, red leather, worn leather, shiny metal. Oh, how about like plastic colors? Oh no, they call it plastoid. I guess low accurate lah. You want to put it in very garish rebel yellow, sure. You want to cosplay as a Sith Lord, you can find Empire Red or something like that. So yeah, plenty of weird customization. The moves are interesting. Like for this game, they've extended the lightsaber, like literally, because now you can also have the cross guard blade. You know the Kylo Ren thing with the two sprung things at the center that looks weird. It looks like a T thing, and
Yes.
apparently, this is the Star Wars equivalent of a Buster Sword. It's two-handed. It swings very slow. It is a very defensive stance. You use that cross guard so you can block really hard. You get the parry and then you hit hard. Now it makes sense. I thought it was the stupidest thing Star Wars actually does. Why do they have that weird prong thing? But no. It's actually a Buster Sword. Okay, cool. Okay, two-handed weapon. Oh, you can customize the prongs to angle to have it a very specific angle. If you don't like 90 degrees to make it look like a cross, and angle it be like 105 degrees so it looks like a weird triangular shape. So you can customize things a lot. You can customize Calgary even. Like I have put a mullet on him and a mustache. So
space mullet.
yeah, I've turned the ginger boy from Fallen Order to be a space redneck. He have went through the Valtteri Bottas arc of being a normal pretty boy with very clean hairstyle, clean shaven, and now suddenly mullet and beard, all messy. Or do you know that Cal also uses a gun? He has a blaster in this game. The fun bit is that the fun bit is that when he gets the blaster and he's like, no, Jedi look upon badly upon using these things. This is a view. He's basically saying that this is taboo for Jedi to use blaster. 5 minutes later, he's been shooting the blaster and then twirling it around like revolver ocelot when he wants to holster it. Are you kidding me, Kyle? You literally said this is taboo. Like there are like cool animations where you swing the sword. The sword when this in Blaster Sons, he use it like a fencing sword. So he poke around it. And then he can like cross his arm to use the blaster on the other side. So like, oh, cool animation. You said using blaster is taboo. Why are you like sick style motion? Why are you like being Dante for whatever reason now? Within 5 minutes after saying that, god damn it, it's cool though.
Yeah, this is taboo. 5 minutes later, yeah, this is cool.
He's doing the reverse ocelot flips that I just like, oh, cannot lah. Man, this guy. And yeah, he also quick draws the gun, Han Solo style. You know, who shots first, yeah, zoop, quick draw. He does that, of course. I've heard the word we have the high ground at one particular point of the story. So there is basically there's gonna be a few Easter eggs for your Star Wars fans lah. Of course they're gonna do that. Yeah. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is interesting. It's a shame the performance stuff lah. But other than that, this is a very solid game. I easily recommend it. I didn't even talk about the weird soundtrack. Not the orchestra. The orchestra is Star Wars music lah. But you go to the hub area, the cantina, you can hear music from the DJs. The music is like you have a song name and a artist name, which is very weird. Why they go to lengths to have all these the music to be labeled as different artists. And then I look at the credits. Apparently, they got licensed music, but all the real world artists uses Star Wars stage names. Okay. So that if you are familiar with the Mongolian metal band or rather rock band, the Who, like HU, the Who, they are there. You can hear Mongolian throat singing in Jedi. But I think it was there in Fallen Order, but this time you have like 4 or 5 more songs. And I think those are just proper songs. I don't know if it's a Simlish thing where they change the lyrics or whatever. But those I believe are licensed songs that either originally produced or covers of their previous songs. I'm not sure about that, but I do know those are all real artists cosplaying as Star Wars characters. So cool. Yeah, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Not my favorite game. I still see Hi-Fi Rush is still my favorite game of this year so far, but it's up there. It has its moments.
Do you consider to be, let's say, top 5 in Star Wars game ever? I don't know.
Okay, best Star Wars games. Let's put Battlefront 2 2005. That's the highest. Okay, that's the highest.
Okay.
No contest. Remove all the dice Battlefronts.
Yeah, okay, then they don't exist.
Put one of the Lego Star Wars games, any Lego Star Wars game there.
Yeah, any Lego Star Wars game is good.
And then Star Wars Jedi Survivor can fight with the Lego Star Wars who gets number 2 lah. I don't play enough Star Wars game to put a top 5. Maybe that Star Wars Kinect game because people are dancing over I'm Han Solo is the stupidest thing I have seen. The Kinect game is just so weird. It's so weird.
Why do you make me remember something that's already a meme?
The best thing is that
I remember the Angry Joe video.
I'm Han Solo. I'm Han Solo when you do the dust over the shoulder. It is the stupidest thing, but I still love it because people are like, it is far enough to say it's stupid and fun. Back then, probably I gonna hit it. So Jedi Survivor like number 2, number 3 lah in my top 5 Star Wars games list. Which means that I have not played enough Star Wars games. I didn't even play Knights of the Old Republic. I know, I haven't. KOTOR 2. Those are very good RPGs. Back when BioWare used to mean something. Oh man. Oh, BioWare.
Dang, Jedi Survivor. Does the reader have anywhere to read your review?
Yes,
or is it at our website?
It's on GamerMatters.com right now. Yep. Other than that, I've been playing that Horizon DLC. It's good. Read that review. No point talking it here. It's basically okay, good.
Besides the funny that happened to in a certain local community, but
come on, it's an RPG.
we don't talk about that.
I've tried the other choice. It's just as it's a completely avoidable. They are making a shield out of nothing. Whatever that expression is, they making something out of nothing. So yeah, there's only 2 ways to go.
Yeah, I mean, you already mentioned LA, so might as well we go LA again.
Oh yeah, the other LA game.
The other LA game. Here you go. So I've been playing this one game called Dead Island 2. I don't know if the listeners have known about this game because it has been in development hell for I think almost a decade.
The Dead Island released like in 2012.
2012, yeah, and then they announced Dead Island 2, which was announced when the PlayStation 4 was announced. The same year, yeah, I remember it was the same month. Yeah, it was E3 of 2013.
Oh, it was that long, huh?
That means the PlayStation is now 10. The game is Damn, it's like one generation has passed. Essentially, and then now we got the game here.
They skip a generation.
They skip a generation, yes.
Oh
I
wait,
mean,
hold on. So basically, this is the oh man, the length is just like Armored Core. Then, god damn it.
yep. It is, yeah. They also skip a generation as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I just noticed that.
Armored Core 5 is like 2013 or something like that. 2012.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the last of the PlayStation 3 games. Yeah, one of the few last one. It was released the same year as this one other Square Enix game called Front Mission Evolved. Yeah. The less we talk about that, the better.
Sure, I know it's the one we didn't want to talk about. I'm not sure who is that the From Software game or is it not? No. I think it's not. From Software made another Front Mission game. That's the
This one is the one with by Double Helix.
Yeah, again. There you go.
Yeah. The same year. Okay, so we're talking about the Alan. I mean, this game, before its re-announcement back in 2022, it was mocked by their own sister company, Coffee Stain Games, in 2021, with their weird trailer for Goat Simulator 3. If anyone remembers that.
Yeah, sequel to Goat Simulator. We don't talk about Goat Simulator 2.
No, yeah, that's also another game we don't talk about. Yeah. It doesn't exist. The less said about Goat Simulator, the better. But yeah, this one, so Dead Island, set in LA, a very fun abbreviation of LA.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now, because, this game released like 2 weeks before this, so it was in the 21st. Or 20. Yes, it was released in 4/20. That's what I remember. The release date. Yeah. That's why I remember the release date. So very funny, haha. And I'm sorry to say, Mac. After whatever it is that happened with your favorite company called Arcane, this is now the go-to immersive sims of 2023. Do you want an explanation?
You have to explain now that this is a very strong high ground that you are staying on. You need to explain yourself.
I have the high ground. Yes.
Otherwise, I'm gonna force choke you down here into the hell that is Redfall.
All right. So, it's for context, guys. Dead Island 2 has changed a lot of developers. It's from, I think it was supposed to be the guys who made Danial 2. It was Techland, but then they got shafted by Deep Silver. They gave it to Jaeger, which also got shafted as well, and now it's under Dambuster, which brought over into what we have here, the Dead Island 2. So a little tidbit of it. Dambuster Studios is made of X-Stuff of Crytek. So, the guys who make Crysis, the first Homefront. So they all come together to make Dambuster Studios. And knowing them.
You should mention there's also one other lineage of that team, Dambuster.
Oh yeah. It's also besides Crytek, they'll also have some guys from Free Radical Design, aka the guys who made Time Splitter series.
Yeah.
So pretty good, really good lineage actually.
From Free Radical to Crytek UK, and now they've become Dambuster. Is it Deep Silver Dambuster or just Dambuster right now?
Deep Silver Dambuster now.
Alright. Is it still Deep Silver? Because the Deep Silver have gone and become Play On. Oh, okay.
No, because Deep Silver is Play On is. Oh my god! Now we're talking about hierarchies before we even talk the game. So it's Play On, or formerly known as, what's their former name? Is it?
Yeah.
I forgot the name.
Coach Media.
I forgot their old name. Coach Media. Now Play On, which is
Media. If you want to, badly pronounce it.
Depends on how you pronounce it. So Coach Media to Play On. So Play On is the top. Then we have Deep Silver alongside, I think, I have to double check, but they are next to one of other
THQ Nordic.
companies. Yes, there we go. Yes, there is the name. THQ Nordic.
It's an Embracer thing. It's complicated.
Yeah, it's an Embracer thing. Yeah, don't worry about it. That's why I'm getting confused because it's like so weird. So yeah, they are, so they have the lineage of these weird ass games that have really good, but interactivity because Time Splitters, if anyone has played it, it's basically a time traveling game, but it has very good story campaigns where you travel around time to fix what is broken.
Oh,
to keep it short.
To do that lineage thing again. It goes even further. It's rare. It's remnants of rare, particularly the guys that make Golden Eye. Man, it runs deep.
Yeah,
Silver.
that's right. Yeah, it's up. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Like it is like six generations of game developers essentially into one company. So there's like so Dambuster was founded in 2014. Ironically enough, a year after they announced the Island 2. So yeah, they have taken over the Island 2 from Sumo Digital. Yeah, we have announced. So after Techland, it was Jaeger, then Sumo Digital, and now they have taken over the Island 2 to the end. Alright, so you play as usual, it's the Island 2 style. So 6 characters. You get to choose either one so that you can play through the whole thing, and they have their own pros and cons. Like my character, Amy, she is a Paralympic athlete, and she got I think like the starting thing is basically a plane crash after the epidemic has happened, which when we think about it, quite funny. They launch it like this. So basically it is your open world sandbox. Here's LA. Here's some move sets. You can do your flying kicks and all. Okay, have fun. That's it. But the reason why I'm saying that is a more immersive sim because that. Alright, here's the objective. Good luck. Do whatever you want. Okay, let's say, for example, you have to go to the hotel to find some survivors. Let's say, oh yeah, there's a locked door. You can either find the key, atau you do the caveman thing. Just throw shit onto the wall, and maybe something unlocks it. That is a viable method of doing objectives.
You can brute force the lock by just smashing it. Okay.
Yeah, by smashing there is an electrical box. So you can find a key from one of the dead zombies you can find, or yeet your knife into the wall. Oh, there's a switch box. It's broken now. Okay, the door's open.
There's an imsim element.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. Is there a climbable window on the other side?
Yeah. Not really. You cannot climb that much, but you can climb on some. And there was this the lead just seems amazing. Like there's one boss battle It is basically a dance floor, a wedding dance floor. On the left, you have some electrical stuff like batteries. On the right, fire equipment. Yeah, because it has been after the pandemic, so there's fuel to put on the generators on. Oh, maybe you can use that fuel to throw it onto the zombies so that they get laced with oil. And maybe you have a Molotov cocktail you can maybe throw to them, set on fire, and then immediately insta-kill the boss. You can do that.
Set fire on the disco floor? Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I should have made a musical reference, but I'm not sure what. Panic at the disco lah. Let's have them panic at the disco.
Yeah. They are the openness of all again. You can handle everything, and then in the late game, you can get overpowered weapons essentially, and like every immersive sim, there is a conspiracy to this attack as usual. It's a spoiler, but yeah, there is a conspiracy, and the powers, and you can also be like, by the end you can be overpowered. Like you, all of your moveset together will make you like as strong as, I don't know, Aden Jensen at the end of Human Revolution.
But you're gonna say there some of them get augmented or what?
Oh yeah, maybe, perhaps.
Okay.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything.
That's
I'm
a-
not saying anything.
No spoilers.
There's a
Yeah.
hard maybe. This is speculation on our part. There is no confirmation being made.
Yes.
I have no
there
idea.
is
I haven't played that island. This is just guesswork. Okay, but
yeah, true.
how is the sandbox itself? Does it feel samey? Does it feel potato?
No, it does not, because I've read like one of the reviews conducted by, more reputable punya sites. They say that it's an open world with all the fat cut off, so it's very concise. You know what you want to do, go. There's also side quests like that's on the way. You can do that. Yeah, true. Go ahead, have fun. It's that sort of game. Like it's very concise in what it wants to do, and I guess they really don't want to cut any corners, because this is exactly this point. Like there's no mention per, like, I don't know, power creep. Like no, the zombies won't be overpowering you, because when they reach up to high level, you will be the same level as them. Like in the midpoint of the game, man, you get guns. It's so like, oh wow, it's so cathartic. Finally, guns, I can use them. And it makes sense. Like it makes sense in the tonal shift, and it makes sense in the like the way it flows, the gameplay flows essentially. Which I don't know, which actually makes makes the, what's it called? I don't want to compare it to Dark Souls just now, because they also have the thinker and the curve thing, but essentially like that. Yeah, essentially like that. No difficult. You learn as you go, and by the midpoint or the end, you can do like flying kick the zombie into a puddle of fire of oil, and then just throw a molly just to finish them off,
Yeah,
so that you can save on bullets.
Can you kick a zombie out of a window? Can you defenestrate a zombie?
Yes, you can.
Good. That's my seal of approval. Is that defenestration? Yes. Okay.
Yes, there is. Like there's one of the side quest card. It's literally okay. Like you meet this influencer lady. Yeah, I guess it is LA kan. So you get a lot of influence again. She wants to do content. Oh yeah, for my content, can you like kick zombies out the window? I think the fans will love that. And I
God
guess
damn
they
it.
were right. They were right. They know that target demographic.
God damn it! Now I have to get that island too. They made a quest specifically for me.
Yeah.
Tailor
Like
suited
can
to
you
my
kick them out?
taste.
Yeah. Can you kick them out onto from the roof? Yeah, sure. Like my character Amy, yeah, the girl, like, yeah, sure, kicks them out.
I asked that, thinking that maybe it doesn't go too far, but no, that yeah, imsim, definitely imsim vibes. Do you get to stack
And
crates though?
I don't think, yeah, you don't have to stack crates, I think, because it's very I want to say the turn is quite flat, but it is very early, because you basically the entirety of LA. So you have Santa Monica, Bel Air, Venice Beach, of course, the scene of the original the Island 2 trailer. You can actually be the guy. Yeah, you can actually see the guy. The zombie guy, the jacket listening to music. Yeah, I think that's an Easter egg that I haven't found it yet. But there he is there. And you can kill him. Rest in peace, Jogger man.
Yeah, like imsim enough lah. Like my
It is.
biggest imsim thing is, do you have stackable crates? There's a can you climb on barrels? Can you make your own platforms? If you can do that, yeah, that's an imsim thing. And I understand wholeheartedly why developers don't want to put it, or maybe they even hate it. That is a QA nightmare to test everything. So I understand totally if they don't want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, emergent gameplay in it itself is like It can be cool, but yeah.
How many times you have to make sure that it is a feature but not a bug? What if the bug is more fun than the feature? Yeah, it can lead to like, oh man, so many. There's totally have been conversations in those development houses, development offices about this. So I always appreciate when one studio say, hell yeah, let's do it.
Let us have the most silliest of zombie games in the year of very serious games. Looking at you, Last of Us Part 1 for PlayStation 5 and and Dying Light 2.
Oh man, there is a scaling of zombies in 2023. On the one side, we have emotional
super serious.
impact 2020, The Last of Us Part 1. And then I guess the other spectrum is that Island 2 with the goofy campy, but so Resident Evil 4 remake is what in the middle.
Middle, yeah, in the middle. They are in the middle.
That in the middle
The
between
campy,
emotional and campy.
emotional and campy. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Good,
Yes, we
good.
will. That's why they are the good baby. They have the good. They have fine-tuned the balance of campy and horror. Yes.
Surprisingly, we are not complaining about another zombie game being around. It's
Oh
it's not
no.
often enough. It has been an occasional treat now. Like I didn't face much. Like, oh, is this another zombie game? Nah, Dead Island 2 is Dead Island 2. Okay,
No,
you wanna
Danial 2
receive
is
now?
Danial
Okay.
2.
Yeah, it does. The zombie fatigue. Maybe it maybe it's gone because the other games are not specifically technically zombies, but sort of zombies.
Yeah. So on the left we have The Last of Us and the clickers kind like very horror inspired, and then in the middle we have the Las Plagas. You know, people infected by the Plagas virus, and then we have just zombies. How did they get infected? Nobody cares. Nobody asks. No one give a shit. Like literally, like the whole game. The first time, what happened? Zombies. Oh no, we should get out of here. How? I don't know. How did he get infected? Don't know.
Don't care.
Don't know.
Okay.
Don't care. And like you meet one of the old characters as well, one of the guys, Sam B, you know, the voodoo guy you see in the first game. He also like, I don't give a shit, I just want to get out. I've been here this is my second time here. I just want to get out of here.
Oh my god, the luck to have been stranded in two different islands, both of them dead. Well, technically LA is an island lah in this game, I guess.
Yeah. Like, oh. So essentially, yeah, I don't care. I just want to get out.
Between this and Horizon Forbidden West's new DLC, we have two islands set in LA, post-apocalypse LA. Like, whoa, somehow, what these things line up. You can't make this up.
So, like, imagine. I remember that Gundam thing, kan? You just say, kan, you know, oh, look at the cool Gundams, and then war is bad. They just fall over it. Yeah. There is actually one made for LA, for California, and I think they haven't advertised, but it was one with Cyberpunk, 70 on it. Like, wow, look at these cool Cyberpunk things, and the thing that fly over their head is, we need to bomb California. We can add two more. Yeah, we can add two more now. Horizon, the DLC for Horizon Forbidden West and Dying 2. Yeah, we need to bomb California.
That's the title of this podcast.
To bomb California.
Let's bomb California.
That's figuratively.
Figuratively, yes. In virtual form, yes. Yeah, they are to expect their review coming out as well soon. I'm just enjoying this game. It's so good.
Speaking of bomb, apparently a game just bombed.
Oh no, That is an amazing segue.
I was going to say that I guess you enjoyed that game, Daniel, because the other game I played was not enjoyable at all. Well,
Yeah.
some bits remind me of the good games that this one proud studio produced back in the days when, oh boy, I think they missed the mark on this one by a few kilometers. And I couldn't say that I haven't seen it coming, but I still say this disappointed that they have went off the mark. Ooh, Redfall.
No, wait. Before that, Mac. Okay, the other two games that was on that California meme is Fallout New Vegas and GTA 5. Yeah, we need to bomb California.
Post me that picture. I need a visual reference. Post it in the Discord. That is fascinating. That could even be in the thumbnail later. So yeah, Redfall. Going from California to a quiet town, Americana in somewhere called Massachusetts. Literally a town called Redfall, fictional town called Redfall.
Okay, why you did Massachusetts then? So that is we have Boston.
I don't know. Bethesda likes there. Yeah, I guess that
we're going from coast to coast now.
We're going to coast. Yes, baby. This is the US tour.
Look, we bombed California. We need somewhere else to go. Unfortunately for us, the forecast is from zombies to vampires. Shoddy ones. So okay, small town Massachusetts. Of course, everyone has that Bostonian East American accent, which I sort of pick up somewhere, but not. Okay, where do I start with this horror show of a game?
Okay, the controls.
Okay.
The controls, I think it's fine.
But do you guys use on controller? Are you sure?
Yes, I played it on controller for like the first 2 hours.
Huh. Anan, did you play Redfall? Did you try?
No.
Okay.
That's what I'm asking.
Okay, because for me, my problem with Redfall's PC setup control with the analog sticks, with the controller, the acceleration. Like if you move the camera kan, to the right, it starts slow and then suddenly fast.
Oh, there's no like a curve or something.
The curve, there is a curve, but it curves way
it's
too weird.
exponential.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
it's not the other way around. Yeah, it's not. It's supposed to be like the other way around, something like that. But this is, I do not want the movement to be that fast. I don't know. I don't think it's useful to do 360 no scopes in Redfall. Not that you, but somehow that's how the controller is tuned. I do not want to spend time mess around with the controller tuning settings. I think it's there for those who want to tune, because I believe in having it by default is better. But you know what? Using mouse and keyboard was for the better when I tried Redfall, because it is fascinatingly easy to line up shots, line up headshots. This is a co-op shooter, by the way, which can be played solo, and it is an FPS with guns. So many guns. You can say you can loot guns in this game. A looter shooter. Even though it's not advertised as such, it is a looter shooter with reality and all that stuff. Random perks, stats, numbers do go up. Yet it doesn't feel all the numbers matter, because when I aim at a cultist's head, the normal humans who apparently worship the vampires for reasons that I do not have time or interest to figure out, I can line up the heads. They usually like, okay, let's say in an encounter kan, I'm like 5 or 6 feet away far enough for not having the encounter to trigger automatically, but I can see them clearly. And it's good thing that it's a video game, because it's supposed to be like we can make eye contact. So line up the shot, headshot, die one time, and then one of the, that was my friend, you asshole. Combat engage. They take some time to like come near me. I slowly aim my mouse, headshot, instant death. 1 down, 2 down. Okay, are there more? Hold on, are they shooting? Where are they shooting? I hear shooting, but I cannot see the shooting. So apparently,
no.
I figured out it was like behind a house. They were shooting at me. Directionally they were correct, but they didn't see the house there. That blocks the line of sight. So yes, the AI is very shoddy. So I shoot that guy in the head also. Shot, die. And then I hide in like some let's say, so there's a house, yeah. There's a shed. I hide in a shed. There's like one small door in front of there. So I just wait it out because I can hear the music is still playing. The combat music is playing. There's like very aggressive violins with trap beats. Soundtrack is good. I should mention Redfall soundtrack is good. So while I hear that, I can see. I then wait for a bit, and then I see a few coming. Okay, that one person come into the front of the door with a sniper rifle, trying to shoot me. Fail. Shoot them in the head. Dead. And then the encounter is done. That is just one of the many combat encounters that I faced in Redfall that I felt nothing at all. I felt I don't, why am I looting guns when the shooting is not fun? The sound of the guns is good. The looks of the gun, it is chunky, it is filling the screen. I don't know, it's because the FOV setting, but it really makes you like that. Look at this gun that you just got. Look at this collapsible shotgun with all the marking in it. Look at this weird assault rifle that kind of looks like an SMG or whatever. Like, okay, you have your cool guns. All of them have names. Most of them looks memorable enough that I can just see from I can distinctly remember, okay, this version is different. Okay, cool. But the enemies are just fodders they are target practice. It is just like, is combat on? Because I feel not.
Okay, that's a bad.
Oh, that's the best time
That's a bad question to ask
Huh.
for a game.
Okay, like think about this. When I play Borderlands, okay, people say a lot of things about Borderlands, yeah, but as a looter shooter, the moment to moment gameplay is top notch.
It's excellent.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
you get your psychos that like try to attack you by melee and try to flush you out of cover. Then you have your normal marauders that like shoot you from afar. They very smartly like hide between covers, and if you like throw grenades, they will run away. And they will even throw grenades at you. And then you have like the shield enemies that makes you like you have to move around, kan? A lot of this stuff. In Redfall, I noticed that some of the cultists have different weapons, but they are not effective at using any of the weapons at all. So I don't think there is even enough variety of the normal human enemies to like justify like, oh, I should use the abilities, oh, I should like shoot the explosive stuff, or those are just like those. I can just normally slowly take my 5 seconds to line up a headshot. Look, I'm not good with FPS. I don't get headshots that often, and I can get them easily in Redfall. I'm not saying I'm a god of a gamer. I am saying that this game is terrible. Like, what? How can I pull this off? Like, oh, you. Okay, maybe the vampires are fun. Oh, also not good. So here's the gimmick of the vampire. They are the bullet sponge enemy. So they take a few shots lah to die. And also, you need to make sure you have a weapon with a stick attachment to deliver the final blow. Either that or you burn them to a crisp, or you shine UV light so they are petrified. So then you can smack them. Specifically UV light, because vampires in Redfall, they didn't say this. Vampires in Redfall can be immune to sunlight. I am astounded by this discovery that nobody told me I have to discover. Nobody told me that vampires can go out in the daylight
I mean,
And
they probably use sunscreen.
that's the thing. They should have established it.
No. They are the twilight vampires. They can't go into sunlight. They won't burn. They just shine brightly.
I guess so, because my graphics settings are terrible, so I guess they do sparkle out there in the sun. But nobody told me. I felt like cheated. I felt like bamboozled. I felt like this. The feeling I got is like this is how a kid being told Santa Claus is not real. It's not real. Huh? Santa Claus? I have been told all my life that vampires in this the Western mythology is like, oh, the vampires don't like sunlight. Like, this could have been a good emergent gameplay bit where, oh, you wait until dawn or something, and because there is a day and night cycle, and then just lure the vampires out. I did that. I tried my best to like, oh, you are hiding in this house, yeah. Oh, how cheeky of you. It's 9 a.m. in the morning or something like that. I do not know the time, but it is shining out there. You can see the sun. So, hey, come and get me. And then I just run off. They just teleport to me in the middle of the street. Bright daylight. Shining. Didn't die. I am frustrated, so I just shot like 3 shotgun.
They are like they are like the twilight vampires, just shining in the sky.
And then I start blasting. 3 shotgun pellets does the job. And then the stick to the head. Stick to the heart, I guess. So, and then they perish. And I was I left disappointed. I guess there are like different vampires because my character keep on saying, "Oh, fascinating! This is a new vampire," in a very thick British accent because he's the British guy of the group, which doesn't feel like a group because when you play solo, you basically play Borderlands. The guy just quit alone. You don't get to see the promo trailers keep saying, "Oh, you can hear banter." Nah. When you play solo, the other characters just doesn't exist. So this is basically like Borderlands.
You're banter.
So this guy just like, oh, fascinating to see another new vampire or something like that lah. And then I just see, I cannot tell the different move sets of the vampires because they just like the only thing I know is just they teleport near me and then they try to like smother me in the close range, and that's it. If they have any cool gimmicks, unfortunately I didn't see them because most of the time the guns do the job.
Bing pong that.
There are abilities like hero abilities. So I thought that this sort of feels like similar to your arcane dishonored powers or something like Deathloop powers and or even priest alien powers. The ones in Redfall are very very lacking. My character is the Devinder Death, so he's the inventor of the group. So apparently he invents the teleportation device. He calls it the translocator, whatever lah. Functionally it's the blink, it's the teleport from your arcane games. But the way it works is just it's a bit cumbersome because you have to like throw the thing first. So basically you throw the portal out and then you press a button, then you teleport to that portal out. If someone else is around you, I think they can also like use that portal. Whatever lah. But the thing is the cooldown of that ability feels like more than 10 seconds. So it is useless during combat. So I don't know what's the hook of Redfall. Like the vampires suck. The normal enemies also doesn't put any kind of resistance. The loot are just like plentiful, but I have there's no meaning to the loot, and there's also no good reason to use the loot correctly because the combat is trivial. So then what's the hook? Okay lah, the exploration bits kind of reminds me of Arcane's best bits lah, because you go around the town, you see a lot of stuff that is written around. You can find like job notices or places that are open for rent but only for useful people only, for loyal renters only or whatever. And You can find like you go to the not national park but the local park somewhere and you can just read all the rules and regulations there, full of stuff. You can go inside the hub, the firehouse, which is the hub, man, full of articles about the past of, oh yeah, this used to run by this person. Oh, there were significant events that were in the news in the local papers that so significant that they hung it on the wall as a because this is a historical moment of the town. So a lot of those things you can read more the many texts that you can find around, sometimes even phones or something, all of them that tell the story of, yeah, the people, how the people in that small town USA react to the sudden vampire invasion out of nowhere. And of course you have your environmental storytelling. I found a guy with a travel bag. He's dead. He left a note. It's so cool outside. Yep. Yeah, that's what I expect to see in these kinds of games. But then after just 1 hour of just like looking around the town to see what's interesting, what kind of doors that I can open, it just feels like the loot doesn't matter. The resources, the ammo stuff is so abundant that you don't even need to scrounge for resources that hard to make any progress. It doesn't feel like I would say like Prey feels like a survival horror game in some ways because you do have that resource management bit about like, oh, where can I find more material? Is it under the desk? Or there's that need to like scrounge every bit of the office or a bit of the station to like find everything. But Redfall is abundant with resources, interestingly enough. Maybe too much. So that if you play like an imsim, you find you optimize the fun out of it.
Oh no.
So like after the 31st day, I was, oh cool, more ammo and whatever, and then I think I made story progress and oh, you can just buy ammo here, no need to like scrounge for every. So then why do you leave a lot of ammo around town?
Because it's fun. Because it's the immersive way.
And then there's like you don't lockpick, you spend a resource to lockpick, so there's no lockpicking mini game. There's also no hacking mini game, so there's no way to press a keypad to put numbers. I haven't seen a 40451 in the game. I've seen it in the trailer, but not in the game itself. I haven't seen the typical immersive sim, the typical immersive reference, because Redfall doesn't earn it, I guess.
No, this is like their publisher. They have abandoned it.
There's also like weird decisions that makes sense if you think this game is an immersive sim, but makes absolutely no sense when you play a looter shooter. You know that there's no red barrels in this game. At least for what I've seen, there's no red barrels that explode, but there are a lot of exploding stuff. Take a guess, what can explode?
I don't know, something, a motor vehicle?
Ding ding ding! And marks to Gryffindor, because you know what? All the cars can be exploded. Now hold that thought. Think about it. All the cars lying around the town can be exploded. If you decide for whatever reason to use a car as your cover and accidentally shot the car, any car.
Yeah.
Yep. I've seen at least one clip of people complaining that that specific clip, they tried to like be smart and like try to shoot through a window of the car, but oh no, all of the car is explosive. If you load a clip into the car, it explodes.
If you touch the car a bit, it explodes.
If you look at it wrong, it will explode.
Okay, not that far lah, but here's the other but here's the other weird thing. okay, if you want to use it as a red barrel, kan, okay lah. Let's say you internalize it as a red barrel. Oh, you see car, you shoot to explode. You have to spend one clip of ammo, the full
Then
magazine. It's
that's why
too slow. It's too slow to explode. By the time you have it explode, the slow, clunky, and stupid enemy I have figured it out and already moved away. So I've never have a good use of using the car, or the oil leak, or the many electrical boxes laying around. It's just like I see there is like a way to make this game fun, but nothing clicks at all. And even if it clicks, I do. But I think the worst part of Redfall is, you know what, the story doesn't even have a good hook. Okay, the town is invaded by vampires. So what's the mystery? I don't know. I think I figured it all out. I think from the story, from the opening cinematic or whatever, and I think I've pieced it out. You have a corporation that wants to grab blood and decided that, you know, to be they want to figure out the how to be immortal. So they keep doing a blood donation drive, and then decided, yes, we figure out the key to immortality. Oops, we become vampires. And that's it. So what do you do now? I don't know. You just kill the vampires, I guess. We've known the conspiracy already, and then the game keeps saying, "Oh, look at this. We are discovering this new thing. Oh, the corporations are onto something. Oh, the private military. This is basically low rent Resident Evil." That's what I'm saying. This is basically. Think about it. This is
Resident Evil at home.
But
Game Pass Resident Evil.
Good enough for Game Pass.
Budget Wesker tries to be immortal, but instead of inventing zombies, they invented vampires. Think about it. The whole setup is Resident Evil. This is literally biohazard. They are doing terrorism. Corporations doing terrorism. I guess Big Pharma, I should specify. Big Pharma doing terrorism that inflicts supernatural horror. Yeah, so because this is disappointing, because all of Arkane's world building stuff, man, is always fascinating. The whole story behind Prey, behind what the space station is set in, is just so imaginative and so weird. There is a conspiracy, but even the conspiracy doesn't like unfold at minute one. It's all there. There's always like interesting plot going on. This Conan, the world is properly established. Like you hear stories of places far away that is later explored in the next game because that's the setting. So it's so weird. Redfall just feels nothing. There is no hook to it. Like vampires itself is not a good hook. Deathloop got away with it because time loop as a concept is fascinating. Redfall uses vampires for its hook. Vampires and time loop does not weigh evenly. This is not a case of 1 kilo of feather and 1 kilo of stone. They are weighted differently. Both of them are not 1 kilogram. They're not 1 kilogram. So yeah, Redfall is just, oh man.
Dang. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, it's disappointing. Like the red flags was there. Not gonna lie, the red flags was there when but earlier in the year they said, oh yeah, we have to. It's going to be more online only. Like, excuse me, what?
I mean, you know that I've checked out of Redfall from day one. And when they announced that game, I've just said nope.
Yeah. On Gamescom last year. Yeah. Like, look at this new IP.
It was the E3 2021 when Xbox, E3 was still alive. Yeah.
E3, Xbox. Yeah, look at this new game from Arcane. All right, what is it?
They save it as the best, the one lasting. God damn it. when I
The best for last. This is our new IP from Arcane. Yeah. Wait, why are there 4 people?
why
Vampires?
why are they bantering? Oh no.
Why the bantering? Why the bantering?
I don't know if the bantering makes it better or not because played solo kan, but still the signs are all there, but I cannot blame them because they deliberate, at least publicly lah. People at Arcane Austin says that this is what they want to do. This is their passion project. They wanted to explore this sort of game. They wanted to make an open world game that they want to play.
Oh no.
So I
Why is it
cannot.
always the US? Why is it always the US punya the American branch that mess up?
I don't know, man. I don't know. They drink the Kool-Aid for open world games, or maybe they drink the Kool-Aid for loot games, and they bit too
Where are they?
much.
Arcane.
Austin,
Which
Texas.
Arcane are? Austin. Yeah, it's the Austin. It's the same one. The Bethesda one that made Fallout 76 also is at Austin.
Yeah.
The
You know what,
Why-
right? You know what? All the you mentioned that kan. All the Redfall things kan. Shoddy looter shooter, abysmal
Yes.
AI, force co-op. You know
Yep.
what game that reminds me? Fallout 76.
By Bethesda Austin. Bethesda Studios Austin.
The
It's the Warriors. I know that talent is keeping it weird, but don't go too weird.
It's a shame because Redfall will fall into the same category of BioWare's Anthem for that category being a developer trying a new genre. They have no good idea.
Business being
They have no business being here. And being here means they discard everything they are good at. So yeah, it's a shame lah because you know how even under Xbox Game Studios there are many other studios that try to branch out and somehow made it work. Obsidian made an co-op survival game.
It
Obsidian.
works somehow. Yeah, that's how it works.
They've tried
But
to
I
make
guess,
RPG about espionage and it didn't work. And RPG is supposed to be their bread and butter. But when they tried to do an open world survival, not open world, co-op survival game, it works. So
lightning doesn't strike twice.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Look, for a developer can't keep a clean record that long. Both Arcanes, Leon and Austin, kan, they have been doing nothing but bangers. They have to flop somewhere. So I guess this is it.
The flop. The flop is too high.
Look, I just say, I just wish the best for the people at Arcane Austin to recover lah. Humble themselves, learn all the right lessons, and
move on.
Yeah, move on lah. Either they make a better Redfall, not this Redfall. I think this is too terrible to salvage. They just have to do bug fixing, 1 year of support, and just move on.
Yeah, it's not a this game is not a live service game again, so they can just let it go.
Yeah. I'm not even looking forward to the extra 2 characters they're gonna add post launch because I don't think any of the kit is interesting in the base game. I don't think it's gonna be any better with the post launch characters. It's a miss, man. It's a very big miss. They just how the mighty has fallen into the red. Some you see.
I mean, the higher you go, the harder you fall.
Yeah. It's now a matter of like having to, do we get to see them pick themselves up or not? Because the whole commotion of the downfall of Redfall, now people are like, oh, Xbox is down. It kind of like exasperates the other problems within Xbox, which is I don't think it's fair because yeah, I mean for the bigger narrative, of course they are like clunkers for Xbox first party, but come on, this is the same publisher that released Hi-Fi Rush. We did get a good one this year, at least one. We have gotten a good one. People just do not remember.
Yeah, because the games, I said that is another formula that there is lightning strike twice, not once, twice. Cause a game, a company that's well known for horror games can both Evil Within, and it suddenly makes this very colorful game, and it works. People love it.
Yeah. Obsidian with Grounded, and then Tango Gameworks, Hi-Fi Rush. Yes. And you know what? With Game Pass as a thing, and they should be. Phil Spencer should give them the affordability to fill sometimes. Try look, fuck around, find out. see if it works. If this work, it's fine. Fail faster. Go back and do make other games, better games maybe.
Yeah, but I don't know, taking the tech company's approach of move fast and break things sort of doesn't work in video game development.
Oh yeah,
because it takes years.
That, and also the gamers.
Yeah.
The gamers.
I mean, we are a fickle bunch.
Mm-hmm.
We are a fickle bunch.
Yep. And there's no amount of convincing will change our minds. If we don't like it, we don't like it until a certain threshold where we suddenly, oh yeah, why did people hate this game? This game is good. See also No Man's Sky and many other games.
It does becomes good. Like proper fix.
Yep. Oh yeah, better example kan, Street Fighter 3. People hated that game on launch because it's just so different from what Capcom used to make. There's barely any of the Street Fighters you remember, just Ryu and Ken, if I recall the starting roster. And then the soundtrack, people didn't like the soundtrack. They hated it. But now, removed from that 1999 release date, Street Fighter 3 is one of the most celebrated of the Street Fighter games now. People like NYC Jazz. People like the weird characters that debut on SF3. So, with time, people change opinions. Or maybe just new gamers join in and they don't have the context of the olden days. That can be too. We are old. There are new younger gamers who haven't experienced everything. We have ranted so long about Redfall. I think we can wrap this up. It is the fire has been burning too much. This is a lock of the trash fire.
A top contender for the category. That's for sure.
I mean,
okay, all trash fire, there's no winners. No contenders.
But to be fair, so far we have made it until May. I think this is the first one.
Mm-hmm. A proper trash fire.
The conclusion is 2023 has been a good year for video games so far. So it's fine. We got a good. We have a bad one, but there are many good ones. So after that long of a spiel, I think we can move to the news.
To the news.
Oh no! And we start with the news with with more bad news for Xbox. Ironically enough, because in the recent weeks before our episode, there has been a ruling for their now very overdue and too long drawn out what's it called, acquisition of one Activision Blizzard, aka Team Bobby Kotick.
Activision Blizzard King. You forgot the K.
Oh yeah, the King, yeah. Activision Blizzard King, yeah.
Yeah, corporate name Activision Blizzard King. Marketing name Activision Blizzard.
Casual name Actibliz.
Activiz. More casual name Bobby Kotick and Friends.
Bobby Kotick Associates.
Bobby Kotick Associates, yes.
Kotick Fraternity.
Yes, Bobby, what happened?
house. Oh my god.
Huh? Bobby what again?
Bobby's
Bobby's friend house,
Bobby's
but we
friend
don't talk about
house. Oh boy. So yeah, what happened?
Yeah, so the UK government, their TMA, their commission, I forgot that it's commission something.
I mean, it's anti-competitive.
Yeah, the anti-competitive thing. It's
Hmm.
their anti-competitive has blocked the merger inquiry due to the fact that it might lead to the monopolization of the cloud gaming, like console
Which
gaming. Fine,
one is
yeah,
not the-
yeah. That's like I said, like it's weird. Like the gaming console stuff, fine, but cloud, no. That's where I stand the line.
I mean, Stadia close for a reason.
No, yeah, that was a tweet I saw. Like, yeah, it was due to the fact of due to the death of Stadia. This is why Xbox is having a nightmare.
Because there are no competitors in the cloud space.
There's
They're
no
as big as
competitors. Yeah,
Microsoft. My
I mean,
god.
okay, who has their competitor? PlayStation Now, or is it? I don't know.
PlayStation now is only one game. Like what? Not even a. It's not even
Yeah,
a game. It's
well,
just the PS3 games. Yeah,
yeah, GeForce Now. I mean, they're
GeForce.
good, but I don't know. It's barely there.
Exactly.
There
Like,
are like many small players like Utomic. It's a
Mhm.
it operates only in Europe, but they are in on like Samsung smart TVs and whatnot. So there's one name that I know, but there are like other smaller clouds. If you see the headlines of Microsoft or Xbox like signing deals with cloud services, all of this is trying to get. See, we are not like trying to monopolize cloud gaming. Come
Mhm.
on, please, competitors, rise up.
Yeah, I mean, okay. To be fair,
Uh,
it's same issue of YouTube
yeah,
and video sharing platform in general. Is that uh, video streaming and game streaming is a hella expensive venture, very expensive, and YouTube barely makes any profit. I mean, they're probably operating at a loss.
I
yeah,
think yeah, they are. Yeah.
they're there to just get the data and user retention.
Advertisement and stuff. So yeah,
Mm-mm.
game streaming is hella expensive. to 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 have like the infrastructure, and then they have to charge appropriately so that it's not more expensive than having like your own rig and stuff, your own console. Yeah, that's why there's no like solid competitor. As in, yeah, they're having players in the scene, but it's not big. Just yeah, they are there.
Oh, remember there's also the whole bit of many coming and going competitors. You
Yeah.
guys remember On Life, dude, used to be
Yes,
big.
yes. I was about to say on live.
On
Yeah,
life, my god.
yeah. The OG cloud gaming. I mean, probably there are more, but one of the prominent names of that time of 20 years ago. Wow, 20 years
Yeah,
ago. Around there lah.
got bought out by Sony, I believe. I don't know.
That's
Yeah, they bought by
Gaikai.
Sony. Yeah.
Gaikai was one of the
Gaikai,
thing.
yeah, I remember, yeah.
That became PlayStation Now, which now is rolled into PlayStation Plus stuff.
Yeah, the
The the
PlayStation
the, the premium.
Deluxe. Yeah, the deluxe one. For better or worse, I haven't seen anyone play the PS3 games ever. Not even in streaming. So that's I don't know. It's a good sign or bad sign.
I don't know. It's not available here. We don't know.
That's why we don't even know.
We couldn't FAFO. Uh,
And the only cloud game streaming that we have right now officially is GeForce
GeForce.
Now
GeForce
under,
Now.
yes, 5G.
Which
That's the
which day which that's another kind of worms out. Like
look. Look, I would have tried that beta, but the problem is I have to sign up for PS 5G. And
exactly.
the sign getting a SIM in Malaysia requires ID and whatever again, and then you probably gonna they assume that you're gonna do a contract. I don't want to be on postpaid. I barely use my data. I just use prepaid. I remember having a call by one of the my service providers. Say, oh, we can upgrade you to the postpaid. No, I'm not interested. What? You're not interested? They were shocked when I said, no, I just want to stick to prepaid. That's it. Anyway, where were we? Cloud gaming.
Microsoft, cloud gaming, that's the only reason. Yeah, and it's the fault of Google because they shut down Stadia. God dang it.
Stadia leaves the aftermath of its death.
Yeah.
It's not gone yet forever.
Anyway, when it comes to like my reaction, I mean, I Microsoft is like a giant when it comes to it. It's a tech giant. They have billions in their war chest. So yeah, I'm not sure if supporting a corporation is a good conscience for me. But at the same time, why are they blocking it? I don't know.
Yeah, it feels like
I'm kind of neutral on this.
It's like you like the results, but you don't like the reason.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
like
mean, okay, it's getting blocked, but for stupid reason. Like, then the UK regulators are not being fair to Microsoft.
So it's
Not to say I support them, Microsoft, but at the same time, I mean, you could find a better reason.
Like make it more
Make it more compelling. This is like grasping at straws.
Yeah,
cloud gaming? It's not. I don't think cloud gaming is going to be relevant in at least 10 years. But you do you UK.
So I guess this is a roadblock or Great Wall. Probably just a roadblock. Is it not? I don't know. Seems like Microsoft still wants to do the stuff.
No, yeah. The best part, there is a clause between the thing that the CMA say, and they cannot say they cannot like redo the thing that always F1 teams do kan, do a referral, a referral for the next 10 years. So macam tu lah.
Oh, so it's not coming on then.
It's like that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not Phil Spencer, sadly.
I'm James May asking if the person who is in an accident on outside of the Grand Tour tent, that is Microsoft. So it's not coming out then. I don't know. CMA says no. CMA is Clarkson in this case. So yeah, what's next?
Alright, so next up is for the blue team, Team PlayStation. They have announced that their game, the Spider-Man remastered game for PlayStation 5, is finally coming out of its Miles Morales shell. But you have to pay 178 ringgit if you don't have Miles Morales. Because capitalism, baby.
Okay, let's start this with the first thing that needs to be addressed. One generation gap remasters are scam.
Yes. Yes.
This could have been an update.
This could have been an update, yes. Ironically enough, before Naughty Dog did the part 1 for PS5, they already did the right thing. Oh yeah, we're going to update The Last of Us Part 2 into 60 FPS update. Okay, that's it.
So they won't be releasing Last of Us Part 2 remastered on the PS5, right?
Oh yeah, that's in the future, for maybe after a certain season 2 comes out.
Like I understand when during the PS3 to PS4 phase, because it cannot be an update, different architecture, whatever again. So understandable lah, they need to remaster the game for PS4. On that note, all of the remaster stuff really kicks in during the PS4/Xbox One generation. Is it 8 Gen 8?
Yep.
Gen 8. I'm trying to be conscious of the numbers now because people are apparently keeping track of it. we should keep track of it, I guess. So also, it's also weird that this remastered version of Spider-Man is locked as a pre-order, not pre-order, it's locked
Yeah, it's a
under the
pre-order.
Ultimate Edition of Miles Morales.
Yeah, like you have to pay 350 ringgit
And do,
for.
and do you remember when Miles Morales released, Daniel? You played that
End of
game?
20. Yeah, end of 2020. Yeah, end of 2020.
3 years. It took them 3 years to unlock this.
Oh shit! I wonder what movie is coming out in the end of June, and also a game that's coming out at the end of this year.
They waited 3 years for this. Yeah, but it's a shame lah. I'm not playing that one because I've
The worst
just
part,
played the
I know that
PS4
one.
version
Yeah.
recently.
The worst part kan, it even has the Spider-Man that nobody actually likes, because they say they want to model it after the Yuri and then Tom's face, but nah, it's more like Tom Holland's Spider-Man, wasn't it?
Oh, let
The
me tell you,
OG.
uh,
Yeah.
it is because I recently played Spider-Man PS4 and then continue to Miles Morales, and it was jarring to see that same scene, the one at the end there, which they showed again at the start of Miles Morales, with a different Peter Parker. Like, who's this guy? That's what I got. But anyway, I don't give much thought about it lah. Lantak lah. If they change speed, whatever. Like, it is what it is lah. No point arguing this. There's no point to die on this hill anymore.
Yeah.
Whatever lah.
Yeah. The Tom Holland the Tom Holland Peter Parker, blah blah blah, etc.
Wait, hold on. So that means like Spider-Man Remastered was available as a standalone purchase on PC first, then on PS5,
Yes.
right?
Yep. That's why so weird, yeah.
Anyway, Marvel Spider-Man 2 is coming out later this year.
Yeah. Yep. I expect it like it's trailer coming, because it is not E3 coming soon in 3 weeks time.
Look,
so yeah, I'm.
I have not much expectations other than I want a button to change between Pete and Miles. Play as two Spider-Man.
Oh dang, the Ratchet and Clank! They're coming back to the roots. Press button to change.
I'm thinking of the old Bugs Bunny and Tess game from the PS1, but yeah, that you can see Ratchet. It can be Ratchet and Clank, just no multiplayer. No. I want it. You can switch between characters, but as a single player game. Better example, it's like that GTA 5 thing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's better. Because who remembers that Bugs Bunny and Tess game from on the PS1? Because I didn't even remember the full title. Lost in Time, maybe.
Yeah.
No,
Lost
not
in Time.
Not
Time Busters. Sorry, Time Busters. Yeah.
Time Busters. Oh, okay. No, I was wanted to clarify. It's not the phrase of word Lost in Time, but that's probably the title. But no, Time Busters. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep, that's the game.
Yeah.
I was referring to. So what's
made
next?
By Behavior wait. Time Busters was made by Behavior Interactive.
Hold on.
By
do they?
Yeah.
From the makers of Wet and Dead by Daylight.
Yep.
Hey, wait.
Yeah.
Huh. Fascinating. Yeah. I'm glad to know
and
that.
Also, and also the upcoming Silent Hill game as well. Silent Hill Ascension.
Yeah.
Oh my. Yeah. Oh my god! Wow. You learn something new every day.
I didn't expect them to be around that long, but hey ho, they were part of my childhood. Who knew?
We knew.
No, they're not gonna make another Bugs Bunny and Test game. Not anytime soon. Anyway, what's next on the news?
Speaking of childhood, for the final news, we would like to congratulate a certain Japanese Kyoto company for their recent release of a movie video game tie-in that doesn't suck. Yeah, 242 for the Japanese companies.
They went to the Olympics together. They brought back the medals.
Yeah, they brought back the goal. The goal. Yep, Nintendo and their team up with Illumination Entertainment has brought them $1 billion at the time of recording. Damn, like imagine if you said that 20 years ago. I don't know, 30 years ago in 1993 when the first Mario Brothers came out. Do you think they will get $1 billion? The 1993 Mario Brothers movie.
It has its charms. But again, this is a sort of we now like it because it's so far in time that we think it's goofy rather than it's horrible.
Oh god. Only take them 30 years to come back, yeah. Only to get 30 years to come back, so together.
I mean, at least they partnered with the right team to make the animated movie.
No, not only that, and also Shigeru Miyamoto had to really like supervise the damn thing from start to finish, so that they don't put the stuff that Illumination is known for, minions.
They didn't turn Toads into minions, right?
Thank God, no.
Because the Toads could have been merchandised into a spin-off Toad. They could have minionized the Toads. Toads are the minions of the Mario world.
And thanks to the strict supervision of Shigeru Miyamoto, thank God, no.
Okay, that's cool and all, but I'm googling the Mario movie. I'm looking at the Google search and the image results. And I'm seeing a picture of Mario, Peach, and Toad, and they are looking through the skyline, and the background is in this very nice blue to purple to pink gradient, which reminds me, are you sure that I'm not looking at Final Fantasy VII Remix artwork? It's a very specific vibe. If I compare them two together, I think it's kind of the same gradient. Very much.
I have to look this myself as well. That is very specific.
Look, okay, I'm gonna post both pictures because I'm not just seeing them. That's the thing that I noticed. Is this Tifa and whoever should Mario Cloud?
What they switch colors, so Cloud is actually Mario just switched hair from chocolate brown to blonde. Is that it? Well, Peach changed from blonde to brown. Is that it?
I mean, look at this picture, and then gonna compare it to Final Fantasy VII Remake.
That looks sus as fuck.
There's a very specific vibe to it, which is like, are you sure? Because that picture from FF7 Remake is very iconic now.
Yes. You have Cloud, Tifa, and the remake's weird. I can't believe they've shortened Barret to a smaller size, but hey ho.
Okay lah, same but different. But maybe it's the new bisexual light or something.
The bisexual light?
I don't know what they call it, but you know the lens flare. Yeah, the lens flare. That's the word I'm looking for.
That's much better than the bisexual light.
I don't know, but I've read someone call it bisexual light. Maybe it's referring to something else, but that name just sprung out of me. No idea what it is actually. But yeah, anyway, just an observation. Because I have nothing to add about the Mario movie. I'm glad people really enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's it made $1 billion or 4 billion ringgit in our currency. So
$1 more billion.
$1 more billion, yes.
You're fucking rich.
It's rich. We don't have to work as plumbing anymore. Mario, we work as public. Mario, we work as public. Oh my god! I can't wait for the second movie to be Japan only. To be Japan only while we get essentially Minions 4.
Yeah, and I guess by
Oh my god!
when Super
I
Mario
had to
Brothers
relate to it.
3. Yeah, we don't talk about Mario Brothers 2 and the Mario Brothers 2
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. The
Oh.
Mario Brothers 2 movie just turns into Minions 4 for some reason. Hence why we immediately go to Mario Brothers 3.
Now that I think of it, does Good Simulator 2 exist only in Japan?
Maybe. Yeah, you had to go to like a book on or something to find it.
That's another
It's
joke.
actually a used game already.
Bring back an old joke from earlier.
Oh my god.
And on that note, I think we can wrap it up.
Yeah, okie dokie.
Woohoo!
Oh my god.
On the sorry, I'm on the thumbnail.
On the thumbnail,
I would like to, the start should be the ominous title screen of Redfall, where there is a prompt say enter Redfall, and for the PC version there's a small prompt down there designed exit Redfall. Design in do they call it dark design? Yeah, kind of like dark design because it's very small down there. Exit Redfall.
Exit Redfall, just
Okay,
please.
that's the beast. What else gonna put the toppings?
I guess I've already shared the beep of. It's actually I think I saw it on Twitter, but since Twitter is now a fucking mess, I cannot say. But here is the equivalent of that. Of let's blow up California.
Yeah.
In 4 different ways.
Oh my god, I'm just gonna take one.
God. Yeah,
One is enough.
Yeah, one is enough. Yep. What are you gonna do? Blow it up second time? Nah, one is enough.
Okay, Redneck Kyle.
Yes.
I have a good picture there. Jedi Survivor has a good photo mode, which unfortunately doesn't have inverted camera axis, but that's another point. That's another story. Oh.
And for our, I don't know, Technocon? What is for dear old Warframe?
Put the horse there lah.
Yeah.
Put the horse there. Yeah, they will know.
They just put the horse.
Yeah, the VD Paradox horse is very emblematic enough of, oh yeah, you talk Warframe, okay. Cool. So yeah, there you go. That's it for the podcast. We now have to wrap it up with social links. Starting with Daniel.
All right. This has been Daniel. You can follow me on the hell side that is Twitter as usual. It's still on fire, but somehow we're still sitting here pretty.
Yeah. It's taped up here and there with duct tape. It's holding on.
It's like that one scene in Titanic. We already hit the iceberg. It's now everybody's playing the violin. We're playing the violin as well, but terribly. Okay, you can follow me on Twitter. That is FL4KY. I have a review for the cheesiest payday clone I've played in the year 2023. That is Rocky City, Crime Boss Rocky City. That is now live on the website, and by the time you watch or listen to the second episode, I might have Danial 2 on the website as well. And that's about it. So Anan?
Yeah, and also you can find me on Twitter, drop near DR4UPNONR, DR4UPNONR. Nothing in the pipeline, but I don't know, maybe I'll write some impressions on Duviri Paradox if I finish it.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe. There's a strong quote, maybe. Meck?
And I have been Amirul Mekronos Ashraf, MECKRONOS. Find me on Twitter there while it lasts. What have I produced? A review of Star Wars Jedi: Survivor.
Jedi: Survivor.
Yeah, apparently the short form is Jedi: Survivor rather than and the series is called Star Wars Jedi. So I need to just like okay, internalizing it. Okay, review of Star Wars Jedi Survivor is there on GameWriters.com, as well as a DLC review for Horizon Burning Shores, the expansion. Not much to talk about here on the podcast. All of them are on the website. Oh, and if you want a more succinct version of Redfall's fall, the fallout of Red, fallout of Redfall. Should have said that earlier.
Fall already, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I based most of my talking points on based on that impressions. No, I didn't even put it as an impression. It's a feature write up on GameMatters.com. That's my first and maybe last thing talking about Redfall as a video game that I've played. Maybe as a news I might cover it more, but yeah, what can you do? It is what it is. That's it for this episode of dia.log, the GameMatters.com, man.
And I wait for Shoulder Mommy to come back.
Yeah,
Soon, brother.
and let's bomb California. Let's go.
Let's bomb California, let's go.
Meanwhile, in Massachusetts, the blood, 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 the blood.